In every battle, there comes a time when both sides consider themselves beaten. Then, he who continues the attack wins. General Ulysses Grant, and that's how we start another video from Ultimate General Civil War Union campaign, and we are awaiting next grand battle. So just let me start a timer. Boom, it's running. Beautiful. Let's go to the battle map. Did I read the correspondence last time? Let me take a look. Captured message. We have lost the Battle of Gaines Mill and we are now in desperate need of more troops. Our forces are regrouping and our scouts have found that the enemy is currently short of both manpower and ammunition. We will do our best to hold our current position and we will counterattack the enemy as soon as we receive additional military support. Lieutenant General Sean Marsh. And one more captured message. The army of General Jacob Fraser presents a large threat for the Confederate cause. President Jefferson Davis has approved reinforcements of 2,200 crack troops to assist your efforts. Brigadier General Brandon Ferrero Rocher. Quite tasty, but don't eat it, it's sugar. An urgent report, that's from our intelligence, I suppose. General Jacob Fraser, the rebels are reinforcing their army with 14,800 additional recruits. Please respond. Repound. Please repound. I don't know such word like repound. Okay, please respond to this matter with the utmost urgency. I think this is respond. If there is a repound word, I'm very sorry, but I don't know that. Brigadier General Enrique Forno. Oh, that's another Forno. We have so many Fornos in our army. Okay, so Malvern Hill, Grand Battle, 1st July 1862. I'm not gonna lie, this is my third attempt. I've already recorded the first try, and during that first try I've tried actually 2 times, because that battle is certainly winnable. This is not like something, oh, this is ridiculously hard. The thing is that casualties are tremendous during that battle, and I'm trying to preserve as many of my best units as possible. So, let's quickly read the description. After the Battle of Gaines Mill, General McClellan decided that the Peninsula campaign cannot last any longer because of the increasing aggressiveness of the Confederates. The main camp of the Union Army has been set up at Harrison's Landing to prepare for the withdrawal. General McClellan organized his last line of defense on Malvern Hill and placed you in command. General Lee gambles and moves to attack, in an attempt to bring a decisive end to the Union operations near Richmond. We have 2 bonuses. We defeated the enemy at the Battle of Shiloh. Confederate reinforcements are dispatched to the Western Theater. Effect -5% enemy army size. And another bonus, you defeated the enemy at the Battle of Gaines Mill, inflicting many casualties upon the Confederates. And the same effect, which is -5% for enemy army size. For victory, we will receive $200,000, 14,000 men, 15 reputation points, and that's about it. Boom. Let's start then. Yeah, hopefully this time it will go better. Okay, so 1st Corps center, reinforcements as a 2nd Corps. I could replace them, so use 2nd Corps as defend and reinforcements as the 2nd Corps. The thing is that those reinforcements will be pretty late. I'm slightly worried about that. Either way, we are forcing 4 corps, 8 divisions, 38 brigades, 30,000 soldiers and 75 guns. That's a substantial amount of artillery. On our side, 2 corps, 6 divisions, 29 brigades, over 31,000 soldiers and same amount of guns. So in total we have more soldiers, but we have consolidated them in less brigades, which renders our possibilities in terms of maneuver slightly less than comparing with Confederates. They can maneuver more, so they can also try to pin us down at the center as a so-called ordinary force or the fixing force, At the same time, the extraordinary force or the maneuver force can simply outmaneuver us. For example, the left flank seems quite curious for the attackers. The only thing is that looks like that river cannot be forded anywhere except here. Which is good for us, because we would need to defend the left flank also. Okay, what about the right side? Okay, so on the right side there's more possibilities to ford. At least here we have bridge. Here we have, I guess, just ford. Also there is a tributary. The question is it crossable? We'll find out soon. But yes, they can fix us at the center, at the same time try to envelop our sides. Which is dangerous for us, so we have to keep that in mind. Let's start the battle. The rebels are determined to defend their capital, and our army cannot take any more beating. They are chasing us and we must defend again. Okie dokie. What's next? The bulk of the Union Expeditionary Force has no more strength to continue. The majority of our army is embarking at Harrison's Landing, a few miles to the south. We must hold our positions on Malvern Hill until we finalize the tactical withdrawal. Okay, understandable. The best ground to defend is at Malvern's Hill, north section. Our artillery can see a wide area of open ground and batter any infantry assaults. I would say it's debatable. It would be crazy if the rebels decided to attack the west side of Malvern Hill through swamps and rugged terrain, but we must be cautious. Yeah, I can already see that there are two forts, one north, one south. The question is where we are going to defend. We can consider the west side safe from assault too, as the small river and high cliffs should discourage an attack. Possibly. But if an enemy knows about such possibilities, he will try to do it. General, Malvern Hill is an impressive defensive location, and the Confederates are going to receive hard beating if they insist upon attacking us. We'll find out. Okay. We expect the main force of the rebels to come from this direction. Let's assume that's the northern direction. That hilltop can be used to bombard our lines, so prepare for counterfire. Counter battery fire is quite popular in Confederate ranks. We also need some artillery batteries to oversee this hill area. The Confederates may use the trees to conceal and advance and attack us. Of course, the river is not crossable here. General, it is recommended to stand your ground and not attempt to move away from Malvern Hill. We hold a superior defensive position. We should wait for them to attack. Fair enough. So quick scouting the terrain. So for now, it looks like map is smaller, and it will be bigger during the battle. First, let's note they cannot cross the river over here, and they cannot cross tributary over there, which makes my, for now, eastern flank safe. Of course, this is out of scope of the map, so they couldn't even cross it. But it's good to keep that in mind. So that's safe position. Now, what we have to the west. So west is also, it's not crossable. That fort is, I think it's behind map's range, but that looks like it is crossable. Hopefully it's not. Looks like it is, but who knows. And then we have fording capability over there. So they can try to ford over here and then keep their forces on the left. Let's assume that's the left bank of the river. Okay. And what about our positions? So we have barricades there. As I've said, I've been playing that mission and I've managed to win it. The thing is that casualties are tremendous, and I've noticed that despite the fact that position looks really great, the amount of units which will assault me from the center and from, let's say, northeast, slightly right to the center, is absolutely gigantic. So even if I keep my units in those pretty solid positions, I won't be able to stop them. They will absolutely decimate me. So, preferably, I would need to give up on those. That, on the other hand, makes my plans a bit proactive. I'm gonna give it a try. So, we will play 3 infantry brigades and 2 artillery, which gives me 8 brigades in total. Yeah, I'm counting. Yeah, I'm counting correctly. I think so. So we have Walton. We have Nagel. Instead of, well, those are my top-notch infantry brigades. I don't know where to keep them. The problem is the less experienced unit, the easier it can break, but also the casualties will be huge. Believe me. So, I think we are going to use those brigades. We could also sally forth and try to hold under our control that tributary and all those crossings, but the amount of troops attacking us, it's terrifying, and you will find out soon. Here we have buildings. I think we are going to defend over there. We will let them come to the open ground. Wheatfields usually do not provide enough protection. So hopefully, that's gonna be enough. What if we place those weaker units forward, and as an active reserve, we will keep our superior units. Also, we can put, for example, Frank over there. What's the line of sight? Line of sight is decent. We are going to be outnumbered, that's for sure. Also, artillery. Do we want to keep artillery in the forest? Cover is great. I just don't know whether it minimizes our capabilities to counter fire. I'm not talking about counter battery fire, because 6-pounders or 12-pounders Napoleon are not designed to do so. I'm just thinking about firing at enemy troops. So maybe let's let them come. I can even fall back slightly so they cannot defend in the village as well. I don't know how it affects my right side. Of course, they will try to probably consolidate artillery on top of those hills. I'm expecting that. Okay, Frank over here. And now I would like to... Can I? Okay, I cannot decide to hold position yet. Fair enough. Either way, my left flank. I have Denison. I have Forno. I will give up on Forno, and I will grab that fresh infantry brigade under Mr. P's command. And the goal is to... What about forming such a line? This is quite important, because if they come to that forest, they will occupy it, and that's a good position for them to hold. So I think we cannot move peace up to the edge of the wheat field. We have to slightly angle our positions. We will do so. Okay. Do I have one? Okay, I can give up on the cavalry just for now. I need artillery. Vogan, you are using 6-pounders, right? Okay, 6-pounders are not great. Hopefully they will be enough on their left flank. Would be also great to have skirmishers now to send them to the forest, left bank of the river. But we cannot deploy more brigades, so yeah, that's all we can do. We have also ammo card. I think we'll place ammo card to the right. Now the question is, are 2 of my brigades enough to stand such a massive attack? It's a great question. Okay, so it is... Well, those positions are overlooking each other, which means that there is a chance for crossfire possibility. Well, we will see. Doesn't look promising. I feel like that My right flank is quite weak. But also they can collapse in the center. Okay, let's start the battle. Let's quickly pause. I will grab you guys. You will form such a line. Hopefully that's gonna work. Walton will stand behind. And Denison will be hidden behind Walton, just for now. It will operate as an active reserve. We'll try to fill the gap whenever it's necessary. Now we also need to hope for reinforcements as soon as possible. Really. Yeah, you can see that. Look at that. It's a bulk of enemy troops marching my way. Okay, now let's also select hold. It's quite important. I think Frank can rotate as much as possible. Peace looking good. Walton looking good. Maybe slightly forward. Okay, Vaughan. To the right, please. Guess we are bunched up heavily. We'll see. I will do. Yeah. How many troops they deployed already? So we are outnumbered by around 6,000. They have 18,000 men and 56 guns. Yeah. You can see a lot because we have those viewpoints. That's the hill, so... He is also consolidating forces on the right, but he cannot cross it. Yeah, that tributary is not crossable at all. I don't... Why we see cavalry in front? I'm sorry, cavalry, that's artillery. What is going on? Do we want to push forward? Double quick? Come on. If we can get volley on that, that would be perfect. Fire. Fire them. Nice. Okay, good. They are wavering. Are we able to hold it? Okay, no. Fall back, fall back, fall back. Why you... Every fucking time you have to... You have to rotate like idiots. I don't understand it. Why it's so hard for you? Oh my god, Jesus Christ. Walton, you were supposed to be here. My god. Stop that double quick. Ah, this is so frustrating. Yeah, he's able to put a volley on my troops despite such a long range, and he's quite effective in doing so. Huge. Okay, looks like he stopped. He's trying to bombard me. Of course, that's not gonna be very effective, I guess. He can get some kills, but also he should run out of ammunition soon. Is Cobb going to attack our flank? So far, so good. Yeah, he will cross the river, it's obvious. Yeah, the bombardment is heavy. The rebels advance. Yep, that's what we know. The converts seem to prepare for a general attack. Brace yourself. Holy shit. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to send my general to the left because they are advancing the west flank. Denison, you have to intercept Cobb. Good volley on Kershaw. Okay, some casualties. This is okay. Oh yeah, he's consolidating his troops on the left flank this time. Interesting. We have to also control that those units do not rotate like idiots. This is quite important. I would like to face them precisely this way. Yep. And now hold. Don't you want to advance, Cobb? Uphill? Would be cool. Good. Keep firing, gentlemen. What about my artillery? It's not very effective. Those are 6-pounders? Yeah. 12-pounders are also not very effective. Okay, he's advancing along the river. It's okay. I still have Frank also, so I can manipulate that. General, slightly closer. Let's boost morale. Now it's 4-1 in terms of kills and deaths for Walton. Good. I think they will start charging us soon. Okay, well, wait a second. Wait a second. Okay, I'm back. DH Hill's division is advancing to attack our center. Yeah, that's our center, I guess, right? Whoa, 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 I have reinforcements. I have to pay attention to that. This is quite crucial. Okay, what we have? We have Gavin and Roberts. Okay, you gentlemen. You will try to outflank the enemies. Of course, those batteries are protected by infantry most of the time. But still, we need to regroup our cavalry to the rear. So, oh my god. Okay, you know what? I will do it this way. Yeah. Usually I prefer to follow the roads because it's quicker, but whatever. We have Preston, which is... that's skirmishers. Okay, skirmishers go here. Forno as well. We go here. Our goal is to sneak through, keeping to the left, across those woodlands, and then show up on enemy's rear. And we'll try to only harass it. Skirmishers are designed for only that task. Also, we could push them to the right, and probably that would also work perfectly. But I guess that bulk of the artillery is consolidated at the center, yeah. If we can eliminate them, or at least preoccupy them with our appearance on the rear, that would be perfect, because artillery couldn't support then infantry advancing our way. Of course, that artillery isn't very effective because it's kept far away from the front line. And if those are, I guess those are mostly 6-pounders, maybe some howitzers, 12-pounders, but still, they lack effective range. So we are fine for now. So that's the plan for skirmishers. Now I have Loomis and Scales. That's a good question. I think my right flank is still quite vulnerable. I would like to have some reserves here. What about sending Forno over here? Yeah, sounds good. And now 2 more. I'm thinking about some nasty plan to envelop enemies. The problem is that that's gonna be a woodland fighting. And while we fight in the woodland, this is not very effective. Honestly. Yeah, I would rather expect high casualties on our side and minimal effect. Another thing is that, well, while scouting that map, there's plenty of possibilities to place my infantry quite well. I could even capture the village on the rear. But also at the same time, they haven't deployed yet full army. 28,000 deployed. Okay, so that's the full army. I shouldn't expect any units coming at my rear. Also, we could try to intercept them. Another problem. That's the long march. That's a very long march. And my question is, are we able to hold those positions? If they start advancing at us, that's gonna be a problem. Also, I would rather prefer to advance the left flank if I could. So we will try to push them back on the right side of the river here. Might be a plan. Okay, so Loomis and Scales, for now, I'm going to place you as a reserve as well. Forno as a reserve for the right flank. And is that everything? I think so. Okay, we can unpose. Okay, Cop is pushed back. That's good. Oh, that's a nice volley. Oh god. Okay. Kershaw is coming to help, to support Cop. Is Cop going to the forest here? Yeah. We'll try to do it. Bastard. That's fine. We are still holding line nicely. Colonel Kelly Walton is wounded? No way, guys. Come on. This is such a bullshit RNG. Hugger's division reinforcing the rebels. Okay. And that RNG is such a bullshit. Barely lost 200 men. So far so good. We can also replace Walton if we need with fresh troops. For example, Scales. Why not? Why not? Actually, why not? We can save some troops. Okay, he's trying to outflank us, really. What if we let him... What if we let him... No, stop my skirmisher. Skirmisher, stop. Let's form here. I will send Loomis over there. We'll be standing on top of the hill. Yeah, let them come. It's not a big deal. I'm thinking about switching Walton with Denison at that point because our effectiveness is heavily reduced. That was a nice volley. Let's try to push back Sam's and then I will make a replacement. Oh, that artillery fire is devastating. Okay, yep, more troops coming. He has only one capability to cross here, which is that fort. We can keep it under our control. Will be perfect. Everybody, okay, Sam's or Sims is wavering, but we have Barksdale as well. Okay, he's retreating, routed even. Okay, cool. Okay, low on ammunition. Allen, come on. Need to support you. Is he going to advance? Okay, let's bring in Mr. Scales as well, just in case. At the same time, let's send skirmishers across. I don't think we can pin them down in those forests. No, he's consolidating down south. Okay, so he's not going to advance, I guess. There's the artillery bombardment, is quite annoying. But he's concentrating his attention on Peace Infantry Brigade, which is fine. Okay, now he's consolidating bulk of the forces on the right. Forno, we can try to intercept Jones. Okay, Cop. Looks like he's trying to advance. Let's send skirmishers forward. And what's the range? We need to get closer. Slightly closer as well. Perfect. I'm really worried about my right flank. Look at the amount of forces here. What about my cavalry? Cavalry is here. We can start crossing. Yep. Keep it up, guys. Keep it up. Okay, Forno with single death for now. Are they going to fire at us? I don't think so. Okay, which is good. Nice. You gentlemen forward, double quick. Let's get a good line of sight on them. And put a volley on his rear. Beautiful. Routed. Awesome. Fortunately, he will stay here. That's the main problem. I hope he will advance again. Oh, okay, they've attacked Walton. Walton doing fine. Yeah, there's no commander though. That's the main problem. No, Oh, guys, you have to be rotated towards that side. Who is routed? Enemy is routed. Okay, Walton fall back. We will put Denison forward, fresh troops. What about them? They are pinned down here. Okay, is Kershaw going to march with us as well? I think so. Whoa, 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 what has happened here? Enemy infantry. Retreat. Let them pass. Let them pass. This is not a big deal. We just need to keep that in mind that they might show up on our RR. It's fine. My artillery is not very effective. On the right side it is. Okay, which is good. Okay, we can slightly get closer to them. What is he going to do? He's doing nothing yet. I don't want to cross it. But I would like to eliminate them if I could. That's a good occasion to do so. Oh, here's Cobb. Decided to get closer. Yes, favorable position. You going to fire at us? Can we bait Kershaw? Try. No, situation is stable, but he's really outnumbering us. Yeah, so far barely 3,000 is dead. Other side. Try to harass them. Yeah, the volley might be devastating for us, but slightly. What about that Cobb? He's preoccupying my 2 infantry brigades, that's the problem. What if we don't need to charge, but we can try to envelope? That would be possible. Forno, can you flank him? Okay. Nagel in action. Is anybody charging us? I think so. Oh yeah. He's charging Frank. Oh. What? Where is Frank Preston? Where is that guy? Oh, here. Okay. Well, that renders them slightly less effective now. Okay, let's grab my skirmishers. We need to pull them back. Don't tell me that piece is pushed back. Walton charge. We have to protect our artillery. Okay, Scales, you need to go and support center, unfortunately. No. Hold. Rotate better. We cannot break our line. Fall back to the village. Okay, hold. Oh my god, he's double time. Good. Need to push them back. Come on. They are preoccupying my attention here. Okay, I'm sending skirmishers forward. We need to get to the rear and harass enemy artillery. What about my cavalry? Cavalry, let's try to intercept enemy supplies. Is it possible? Hold. It's not very effective. Okay, slightly back, please. I'd like to replace Walton with Scales as well. Okay, PC is back in action. It's 1-to-1 statistics. Okay, where's my cavalry? Okay, my cavalry is over there. Go here, try to grab those supplies. The problem is we cannot push our cavalry to eliminate enemy artillery because they are still covered by infantry. There's also Mr. Forno active there, yeah. Okay, looks like Getting low on supplies, right flank. I don't know whether keeping artillery that close is a good idea. I will pull it back. I will send infantry forward. Is he preparing for an assault? Oh, there's so many forces here. Come on, they are in the open ground. We should be able to hit them. Okay, he sneaked through my rear. Okay, this is fine. I'm wondering, should I? Okay, double quick. Let's get in there. We need to stop him. Skirmishers forward. Okay, he's charging. General, we need to boost morale on the right. They cannot break Nagel, please. They cannot. They're outnumbered. Okay, routed. Good. Hold. Can we catch the bastard? Let's go. Fire. Wasn't very effective. Okay, you can disable it. Hold. I'm sending general to boost morale. No action down there, the left. Oh my goodness, Nagel is in trouble. Okay, I will send peace to reinforce right. Good, Nagel is pushed back. No, ammunition stay. Okay, Taylor is pushed back. Good. Oh, it would be so great to eliminate that unit now. But we don't have capabilities to do so. Okay. Let's send skirmishers to the forest. Okie dokie. Is that unit going to break? I don't think so. General, come back. Let's fill that gap. Lum is still doing perfectly fine. 200 kills. I assume he will run out of ammunition soon. Okay, let's consolidate back. Don't need to chase them. It's low condition. Of course that unit will survive, and they will still try to outflank us every time possible. Yeah, routed, but not broken. That's what it is. It doesn't make sense to chase them, I guess. We are in trouble. Wow, they are... We have our units on the rear, so we can try to harass their artillery now. The problem is that one of my brigades is preoccupied with some garbage forces on the left bank of the river. Another infantry brigade is preoccupied also with more garbage forces on the right side of the river. So, yeah, I lack reinforcements. I really need reinforcements. Where are my reinforcements? I think we should receive them soon. But that goes really well. That goes really well now. You guys can try to eliminate Jones. I know it's hard task, but try. You see that Jones is unable to support the main push anymore? Hold Malvern Hill before nightfall. Okay. The rebels keep coming. They've got courage, alright. Yeah, this is visible. No reinforcements? Much appreciated. Are they going to outflank me or so? I need skirmishers here. What about Kershaw? Cobb? If Kershaw disappears, that means that he's going for the objective. He can ford here. Let's come back to my main forces. Okay. It's like he's trying to attempt breaking Nagel. Our fire isn't very effective. Is he going to charge us? Walton with high casualties. I cannot really replace him. I could send him back and replace with Loomis. The problem is that I will make a gap in my line. Doesn't sound like a plan, right? Okay, Taylor is retreating. I'm pushing back for Noden. I should receive reinforcements. Okay, yep. Here we are. So we have 2 cavalry. What we have? 2 cavalry. Okay. What we are going to do? Cannot go this way because here we have Taylor. We need to try sneak through from the left. Okay, so that's the path for cavalry. McGuinness, can we leave some skirmishers? Do we have so many troops available? Not really. Okay, someone has to detach skirmishers. I think you. Okay, Merit skirmishers, go capture the objective. And Merit himself will go over here. We will keep Merit behind. I think that's the only unit which will be kept behind. Now, McGuinness to the front line. Anderson to the front line. This way. Backley, which is artillery, to the front line. This is quite important. Heinzelmann to the front line as well. We need to reinforce our lines because they may break soon, despite the fact that we inflicted tremendous, gigantic casualties. They're still doing fine. Do not leave the cover, and let's attack supplies now. Brigadier General Daniel Dennison is killed. Don't tell me. This is so unlucky. This is so unlucky. Oh god. Okay, I need artillery closer. Peace. You can feel that gap. Oh, it's fortified position. I don't want to give up on this force. And also my general, Mr. Brewster, forward. Problem with ammunition on Loomis. Do we have any supplies left? Yep. Supplies surrendered. Good. We are sending them over here. My cavalry, prepare for charging Jones. Rear flanked? Nobody's flanking your rear, idiot. Closer, please. No, Loomis is still preoccupied. 300 kills and 0 deaths. Decent. Oh, no, numbers looks good. Still high casualties, but this is fine. High casualties also on my fresh infantry brigades. This is fine. This is absolutely acceptable. Buddy, I'm going to attack you. Where is my my cavalry? My reinforcements? Okay, they are coming. What about the right? Here we have Taylor. Not a big deal. Even if he decides to cross here, I will have reinforcements soon. Charge, Jones. We can break it. I think we can. We'll break it and we will retreat immediately. Routed. Melton. Boom. Retreat. Perfection. I really miss my Brigadier General Dennison. He was a great man. Absolutely. No. Over here. Okay, for now, I think... No, just stay here for now. As we don't know what will happen. General Brewster, go to the left. Support forces on the left. Our last reinforcements are approaching. Who is approaching? Baker. Is that the only unit coming? Might be. Forno, why you are so far away? Why is my cavalry retreating? Come on, stay in place. You're trying to hunt down enemy force. Ooh. Maybe no. Let's just stay. Looks like their artillery is retreating. Push them back. My cavalry forward. This way. Those units are doing nothing. We can send back supplies, I think. What about reinforcements? Oh, perfect. We have additional supplies. We are sending them to the... I think I selected Baker. Yep. I wanted to select supplies. Supplies forward. Kitching, that's artillery to the right. And Smith, artillery to the left. Also, Baker, you know, you will think you'll protect that point just in case, and also you will detach skirmishers and leave them here so we can have full view. This is important. Never lose the objective, because you can win the battle in terms of numbers, but you will lose it because of damn objectives. The most annoying thing ever. Okay, cavalry, let's push along the west side of the hill. Oh, there's a problem with ammunition to the left. So many units with low numbers, but if they decided to charge me, it would be a huge problem. What about that artillery? It is vulnerable. I'm tempted to charge them, but I need reinforcements, that's for sure. Come on, let's get closer. Okay, my skirmishers forward. Let's try to harass enemies rear. My cavalry, we will try to hand down Rayleigh? What's your name? Rayleigh? Rayleigh? Okay. Don't think they can see me. They're loading their guns. This way. Coming back here. Everything good. Merit is there. Forward. Reinforcements come in. Yep, Allen is empty unfortunately, so let's keep him behind. Come on, cavalry. We need to hand them quickly. Looks like those forces are everything they have. They have so many supplies. Wow, it would be great to capture them. That's a lot of additional money. What about flanking? We could try to bring in some reinforcements and try to flank Kershaw and Cobb. They are preoccupied. Can we send supplies to our lines somehow? Let's try it. I'm not advancing at all because I'm scared that we will be catch off guard. But so far everything looks good. A lot of troops are falling back. There's still plenty of artillery. Okay, here is Rayleigh. Wait, guys. Okay, my other cavalry is combining to the north. That's great. What about my skirmishers? Skirmishers, try to harass them, please. Numbers are looking fine. Oh yeah, a bunch of supplies are retreating. That's great. Attack him. Can you charge? I'm waiting for the right moment. Also controlling the minimap. Now charge. Other cavalry brigades move forward. Let's try to intercept those gentlemen. Beautiful. Absolute beauty. Keep it up. Yeah, their attention is focused on my skirmishers. Perfection. Come on, break it. And let's prepare another assault. Let me pause, because I have reinforcements ready. Mr. Heinzelman, to the left, we will try to support Denison. Mr. McGuinness to the right. Mr. Anderson, for now, around center, supplies back. Kitchen to the right as well. Buckley behind Peace, so we will create a massive amount of firepower. And here, I could also support Loomis now to eliminate Cobb. Good. Let's prepare another charge. Are we ready for it? I don't know. Would like to break Lee now. Maybe no, let's try to break Hardaway. Cool. Let's focus on those two units, please. Wright and Garland. Loomis is doing really well. I think he should become a sharpshooters. Okay, good. Hardaway caught. Whoa. We need to break Lee if possible. Okay, Hardaway is melting. Pretty good. No, buddy. Those are my supplies. Those are my supplies. Leave them alone. Leave them alone. Routed, good. You cannot be routed this way towards my supplies. This isn't cool. What about Taylor on the right? He's not moving at all. He's out of action. Drake lost too many cavalrymen. Pull you back. Let's start catching those supplies. There's still one more artillery to intercept. There's a problem with ammunition. We need those supplies quickly. Walton with numbers over 3,000 kills. Wow. Whoa, Mr. Frank, over 2,151 deaths. Superb. Okay, so this time that mission is perfect. Let's detach skirmishers. Let's send them to that viewpoint. Supply surrendered. Perfect. We are going to catch another one. Where are those supplies we want to hold? Don't think we can send them back to my lines, not really. Heinzelmann, support Denison, please. Supplies surrendered, okay. So those supplies, let's move them here. My cavalry, let's group you over here. Now we are waiting chance to eliminate last artillery. I'm sorry. Smith, try to support also that left flank while they advance. 556 kills to 0 deaths. Caldwell is over there with supplies. Let's push him forward as well. Okay, looks good. Now my skirmishers on the line. No, supplies back. Here, that's the place for cavalry. Come on, they are enveloped. That's their center of gravity. If we can break it, we are fine. So we still need to fight for over 1 hour. Let's take a look at the numbers. 9,000 of them is left from 22,000 deployed. I think they deployed more. Why don't we see everything? Is it because some units surrendered? I have no clue. Okay, there's a chance to now catch those gentlemen off guard. Let's send Anderson as well. I don't think the right flank needs more reinforcements. There's already plenty of forces here. Oh, even Kitchen getting some kills. 1,600 kills. 10 deaths. Mr. Heinzelmann slightly forward while they're rotating. Whew. Beautiful. Let's advance. Artillery forward as well. Mr. Brewster, support them. Let's fill the gap instead. Oh, we have additional supplies. Let's send cavalry to deal with them. If some unit trying to retreat. What about Taylor? Taylor is still idle. Okay. So far so good. That's absolute slaughter. Absolute slaughter. It worked surprisingly well just to move slightly back and give up on certain positions, despite the fact they were very promising, not gonna lie. Okay, another supply surrender, so let's push them back and let's prepare cavalry to intercept any retreating forces. Would like to catch that artillery, but it's slightly too close to the infantry. So no, it's not. Doesn't make sense to risk it. Smith, what the hell are you doing? Denison, unfortunately killed in action. Okay. No, that worked pretty well. So we've managed to secure our flanks. They couldn't envelop us. If I'm honest with you, with such amount of troops, they should be easily outflank us. So some forces sent to fix my forces in the center, just to pin me down. That's it. And then send at least 3-4 brigades on either flank, or maybe 2-2 split. I would need to also send my forces, at least 2 brigades on each side, which would dissolve my center then, and then they could simply charge me. Simple as that. Ooh, we don't have supplies here. Send them to Loomis. Do we want to chase them? Well, let's try. Yeah, let's try to chase them. I don't mind. Also, I could send Baker from south. Okay, now they are reduced to minor force. I have plenty of their supplies. Of course, they will be sold. There's also Ripley. We could try to catch General, but usually General units are moving fast, so the numbers are looking really, really decent. Of course, that's gonna cost us a lot to replenish Walton's brigade, but with such numbers, everything is fine. Okay. He's really pushing down south. Okay, I'm trying. I will bring Smith back to Loomis. Okay, we are going through those forests then. What about my skirmishers? My skirmishers doing well. They're preoccupying their forces. I still cannot charge it, unfortunately. But I could Scales and Anderson. Get you closer. Walton will stay back. Yeah, well, I will fall back Walton and bring in Vaughan closer. There's still problem with ammo. No, we are resupplying you. That's fine. Yeah, we need to push them down south. Preferably, I would like to bring Baker here as well. There's only one forwarding capability. Yeah, so let's bring in Baker. What about Taylor? Taylor's still idle. Makes sense to chase him. Okay, and what we are going to do? I think you are going to just stay where you are. There's Mr. Jackson commanding from the front line. I don't think that's the best idea, Mr. Jackson. Okay, I will send back my skirmishers. It's a bit dangerous. Also, we are low on ammunition. How does it look like? Okay, he's sending some troops down there. We will try to chase them with Denison and Heinzelmann. Those two units are highly experienced, so... Come on, push Lawton forward, so we will try to catch Johnson. Loomis? Loomis doing exceptionally well. 679 kills, 680, 81, 82 kills. Zero deaths. He should be renamed Loomis Marksman. You need supplies. Does it make sense to send some supplies now? Okay, yeah, Lawton is trying to push. Let's bring some supplies for those guys fighting bravely. At least one supplies. Okay, good. Artillery is firing now. Okay, is anybody trying to cross here? Not really. 12 minutes left. Perfect. Would like to eliminate some of those units still. I will risk my cavalry. Maybe that will work. Do we want to close on them? Let's try. This will also fill the gap. Buckley. Oh, do not run. Do not run. It makes sense. Okay, charge Johnson. Yeah. I think we caught them off guard. Trimble is trying to rotate back and support them, but I think they are too far away. Yeah. Unit already routed. Just break it. Minimal casualties by that volley. Superb. Absolutely superb. Fall back. Goodbye, guys. Can get closer. Peace also can get closer. About here. Yeah, he is trying to ford. He doesn't stand a chance. He's outnumbered. 1, 2, at least 2. Yeah, you guys can move forward. Maybe we'll try to intercept Kershaw. Everything is under control. Those are... Oh! That's victory. Okay. Well... That worked pretty decent. Not gonna lie. Okay, let's take a look at the numbers then. In terms of strength and units deployed, we've deployed 27,000 infantry, 1,900 cavalry and 75 guns manned by around 1,800 men. Our enemies deployed 27,417 infantry, no cavalry as you've noticed, and 75 guns manned by pretty same amount of men. Casualties on our side, it's only 4,059. 2 guns and 69 crewmen. Yeah, you see that. Cavalry 218. I think this is a decent result based on how many of them we've deployed, and no missing. And then casualties on Confederate sides. Infantry over 18,000 men dead. Which means that it's more than 1 to 4. It's 1 to 4.5 even. Perfection. Absolute perfection. 50 guns lost compared with our 2. And also 1,200 men dead. No cavalry, obvious, and 570 missing. Decent. Very decent result. Goals, of course, all fulfilled, so that's the full victory. Units and those numbers are beautiful. The Walton deployed 2,000 men, killed 3,400 and lost almost 700. Exceptional result. It is something about 5 to 1. Yeah, ish. I would say yeah, it's 5 to 1. Beautiful result, but I think Frank did even better. It's 2,235 kills to 151 losses only. Absolutely perfect. Then we have Nagel, which was the fresh infantry brigade. So they've managed to kill 1,800 men and lost only 806. The replenishment cost will be minor, and I think the experience gained was really huge. Also, it let us reduce the casualties in our highly experienced units, which is very important. Then we have Scales Artillery Brigade, over 1,800 kills to only 11 losses. Then we have Stanley, very similar numbers to Nagel. I think it was also fresh brigade formed before that battle. Next is Denison. Unfortunately, that gentleman is dead, but they've managed to hold the line and also killed 1,700 men with 500 losses. Vaughan, of course, 1,400 kills to 56 losses. Then Scales, superb numbers because it's 1,200 kills to barely 200 losses. Then, of course, Peace, who was holding the line, good numbers. Of course, not exceptional, but it's still 2 to 1. It's fine. And also, they are slightly less experienced than, for example, Walton or Frank or Denison. But then we have Mr. Loomis, who managed to kill 703 men and lost no one. Wow. Yeah, Loomis marksman, absolutely. Next is Forno, our skirmishers doing their task on enemy's rear. I think they did it pretty well with good numbers, 3 to 1. Next is Roberts and Gavin cavalry brigades, over 300 kills each and minor losses. Maybe Gavin slightly worse because it's around 100 losses, I'm sorry, but that's acceptable. It's still 3 to 1 and they've managed to eliminate a lot of enemy artillery assets, which is beautiful. Next is Forno. He was slightly off from the battle, but I think his task was a bit different. Oh yeah, he was holding our rear on southeastern side, defending against Taylor, who was just waiting to recapture my objectives. Next is Backley, that's Artillery Brigade, 268 kills to 0 losses. Beautiful. I'm not analyzing enemy numbers because they are low. Everyone, usually around 200 kills. Next is Drake, that's my cavalry, doing fine. Okay, maybe too many losses, but that's fine, they did their task pretty well. Next is Preston, that's also skirmishers. I think Mr. Preston is dead, by the way. Yeah, probably. Then it's Kitching, also those were my last reinforcements, as well as Heinzelmann, so almost no losses, a good amount of kills still. Beautiful ratio, by the way. And then it's Cabal, Cavalry Brigade, also good numbers like for cavalry, and with their task to eliminate enemy artillery, perfection. Anderson, slightly off battle, but again, different tasks. And then Smith, 69 to 1. Merritt of action, Baker of action, and McGuinness with 30 losses, but also for most of the time off action, last reinforcements. Okay, now, boom, officers. So, unfortunately, Lieutenant Colonel Frank Preston is... Oh, he's only wounded. Okay, so he's not dead. That's fine. He will come back to ranks soon. So that gentleman is wounded. Kelly Walton is wounded as well. Oh, I'm glad he's only wounded. That's a great guy. But we've lost Brigadier General Daniel Denison, and that's a huge loss because he was a great man, and also Brigadier General. And another Brigadier General Louis Wagner is wounded as well. So fortunately, he will come back to the office, but when? That's the question of time. But plenty of nice promotions. Major Eric Kitching promoted to Lieutenant Colonel, Craig Baker promoted to Colonel, Floyd Cabell to Brigadier General, Clinton Anderson to Brigadier General, Eric Forno commanding Skirmishers Company, I think, or maybe Battalion, promoted to Lieutenant Colonel. I think it's more like a battalion, around 500 men. Alvin Gavin promoted to Brigadier General, Maurice Stanley to Colonel, and Wade Scales to Brigadier General. Then it's Marcus Peace to Colonel, and Harvey Nagel to Colonel. So a lot of good promotions, a few new colonels, a few new Brigadier Generals, so we should keep that up. What about goods? Some Palmetto rescued, around 1300 Springfields M1842 captured, and some of them also rescued, which is nice. We've managed to rescue our Springfields M1855, also Sharps Model 1855, some Hunters 54. Oh, we've managed to capture around 800 Palmetto M1842. Okay, so that's basically the similar option as Springfield M1842, just a different company, right? Yeah, enhanced design of Springfield 1842 percussion musket with better accuracy and improved bayonet. Yep. Decent weapon, but I think we are going to probably sell it. And yeah, 12-pounder howitzers, 6 of them captured, so we are going to sell them. And now 12-pounder Napoleon, 10 of them captured. This is cool. I think we are going to equip Mr. Vaughan artillery brigade with those 12-pounders. Next, some supplies, over 3,000. Reboard farmer, 760 MG and G Type 2. That sounds like a Japanese rifle. What's that? That's .58 rifle single shot, based on the M1841 Mississippi rifle design. Provides increased accuracy and range. Damage 12.5, range 320, fire rate 40, accuracy 45, and melee 86. Okay, so 300 of them. I think we are going to sell them. We cannot produce them, by the way. One 6-pounder field rescued, some Harper's Ferry rescued as well, and then M1841 Mississippi, over 1,000 of them. The first US rifle musket using percussion lock system, still considered a reliable weapon. Well, it has quite decent statistics. Let's compare it with Harper's Ferry. No, it's worse than Harper's Ferry. What about Springfield M1842? But it's better than Springfield M1842. Okay, interesting weapon. Of course, we cannot produce it as well because that's Mississippi. And then plenty of supplies. Click OK, because that's it. And battle rewards: 2 career points, 15 reputation, $200,000, 14,000 men. New commander available: Major General George McClellan, and 570 prisoners exchanged for 1,000 additional recruits. Awesome. Now I see that the commander of 1st Division is wounded. That was, I guess, probably Louis Wagner, because I don't remember that gentleman anywhere on the battlefield. Okay, so that's how it looks like. I think those numbers look really, really promising. Yeah, absolutely. Of course, I hope to get some promotions for my best infantry brigade, but still, we've minimized the casualties. That was the point. Inflicted high casualties, managed to earn a good amount of money, good amount of reputation. You can even request, oh, for example, 120 additional $1,000, or maybe 4,000 Springfields, or 3,500 Harper's Ferry M1855, and also some Burnside. What's that? It's a carbine single shot. Breech loading carbine of the finest quality. Is it for infantry or for cavalry? Either way, that's after battle, 1 hour 10 minutes. I hope you enjoyed, and hopefully see you in the next one, where we'll focus on reorganizing and replenishing our troops after Battle of Malvern Hill. So once again, thank you and see you next time. Goodbye.